the app. So was Matt supposed to stay in the predicament she was in?
So, if I'm allowed to answer you, no, she wasn't supposed to stay in the predicament she was in. Taking the resources, yes. And you said that you was raised in a home where you seen some things where some things have happened to me. And I've never had to reach out to nobody for thousands of dollars. If I wanted an escape, yes, maybe someone needs to help people with a way of getting out. But thousands of dollars is not what's truly needed. So y'all are conflating two different things when it comes to that situation. Y'all are talking about, you, Bella, are saying, oh, she didn't need the resources. On one hand, y'all talking about resources. On the other hand, y'all forgetting and leaving out the thousands of dollars that was given. So that's the issue. She may have needed the help. I'm not disagreeing with that. But she got more than just the help that she needed. And to just say that oh, she didn't get what she want from Mad Cow. What is getting how are you doing? Your father have passed. You have helped me. Can I at least give you a kind word? Can I at least give you a shoulder since you've given me your shoulder and your bag? You're saying it as if that woman didn't deserve at least some empathy for somebody who she's been helping.
Nobody's saying that she didn't deserve
That's
it.
what Bella just said. She said because she didn't
No,
get
Bella
what she
didn't say
wanted.
that.
That Bella just said she didn't get what she wanted when all the
I
woman
said she did not respond the way that she wanted her to.
But the woman still didn't have to put her out there on blast. She could have communicated, damn lady, you know, like woo woo woo. But
people
still,
put people out blast for
as
less
a
than
person in
that.
the field that she's in,
People put out
you
people
don't
on
mix, you don't mix that, and that's where this gets dangerous, right?
I have a
When you are
question.
in the field that
Maybe
when
you
you are in
know.
the field that she's in, a social worker and things like that, and you're using your resources to help people, you have to be very, very
HB, I have a
careful
question.
with
Right? Would
mixing.
she
You
do
have to
that
be
to her
very,
other
very
clients?
careful with mixing your personal with the pleasure. You
I have a
have to
question to
be. That's a
HB.
fine line that
Okay,
she's crossing. She got
I have a
six women. She got
question.
six women that
HB,
can
did
empathize
the
and rub her
woman
back and
use her personal
rub
money
her
or
back.
did she use her money from her? Because people keep saying resources as if the woman used money from her organization to help people. Did she use her personal money or did she use the resources from her
We
organization?
would never
To
know.
see, okay, well, stop saying it. You keep
But she
saying
made
it as
it
if
very
you
clear that
know
she
that this
mixes those
woman used.
things. She
Stop
made it
saying
very
that
clear that
lady
she
might have
mixes
used her
those
own
things.
money.
She made it
That
very. She
lady
used
might
her
have
own money.
used her
She used
own
her own
money.
money to buy EBT too.
Okay,
That's
let me
fine,
say
but
this
And
you
right
use
said
for
she
here.
foster
used
care.
her
As
She
a
do a lot of shit.
resources.
She
person,
do a lot of fucked up
She's a
shit.
Bella,
human
can I
outside of
speak?
being a resource.
As a
She's still a
person
human.
who
She's still a human.
has a nonprofit and goes out and help people, which is me, there have been times that I have taken people actually shopping. And I'm going to say this. I can go in the store with them and I can say I'm going to spend $500 on them. And when they get in there, just because they didn't have it, and that's just like going in a candy store, they go in and say, "Oh my God, look at this! Can I have this? Oh, am I close to it? Can I get a little bit more?" Yes, greed sometimes take over when you're in need. That is just the nature of the beast. And maybe Mad Cow got overexcited with the lady giving her more money, but that still does not take away from what actually happened.
You know, like when someone was saying like she might have gotten thousands. You know, like what it costs nowadays for first and last month's rent. Like it can cost thousands just to get a new place when you're starting over. So to me, it doesn't. I mean, it can make sense that she would need a lot of money.
Okay. What you say, jaw dropper?
Saying hello to Butter.
And leaving a 20-year relationship is not easy, right? It's a mental, it's draining mentally. Having to take your kids from their home, from their father, from things like that. So I understand that the lady lost her father and she needed Mad Cow to respond in a certain way. But sometimes when your head is where it is, you don't even know how to respond to certain things or how to react to certain things. She literally had her own trauma going on in her own life. You know, not saying that it's an excuse, but a lot of times you don't even know how to respond to somebody else's trauma when you got your own. And she apologized to the lady for that.
I don't see anything wrong with the woman expecting some type of emotional response to what she's dealing with after being there in such a great manner, especially if they built, because one hand we're talking about, oh, she's a social worker, but then she's also human. Then they also built a relationship outside of just helping her get out of her situation. They had some type of relationship outside of that. I think everybody can agree that they had some type of relationship, or that all those things that Mad Cow was saying on the back end to this woman, she wouldn't have felt so comfortable without saying it if she didn't consider the woman as a friend. So we can say that they were friends. So if I'm your friend and I've helped you get out of a situation, I've offered you my home, I've offered you my money, and you're telling me it's wrong for us to expect, or for boss to expect, that Mad Cow would return the favor when she lost her father.
No, I don't think it was wrong for her to expect that, but she got clouded with it, and she exposed that woman's business to the public. She could have communicated that with Mad. She could have communicated that with one of the 6 women that she was dealing with. She could have
tried to call Mad and Mad.
Right, okay, well, cool. She could have communicated with that with her mama, but to take it to social media and now you break your code of ethics.
How to respond in anger.
But that's where she's fucking up her profession. Because now you breaking your code of ethics, and you have now exploited this woman and her situation. Mad didn't exploit her situation. Mad didn't bring the woman business to social media. She brought Mad business to social media. She could have still gave everybody the damn messages and took the fact that she was in DV out of it. She could have just screenshotted the messages that she talked about everybody and did that. But to add to give all of that girl personal information to other people, that's where that becomes fucked up.
But that's what they do on this message out of TikTok.
And it's still fucked up. I've always said it's fucked up. Regardless of who did it, it's fucked up. And it's even more fucked up with somebody using their resources.
I agree.
And that she wasn't part of this side of messy TikTok, and she don't do that.
She was a part, jaw dropping.
And she
wouldn't know all
of
these people. She was a part. That's
but
how
when she first came out, that's what she claimed. She said she don't do this.
Well, that's not
but
true,
yet
because
you hit up 5 people.
Because she contacted messy side of TikTok people, so she knew. But I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I had a best friend. We were friends for years, and she always was in my ear every time she had a problem with a guy, or I stayed on the phone with her for hours and blah 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 blah. But then when I had cancer, she still wanted to talk to me about all of her issues and had no compassion or empathy for what I was dealing with. So I snapped. I finally told her, I'm like, you always calling me, talking to me about your issues, and I'm always there for you. But now I want to, I'm going through something, and you don't even ask me how is chemo. Oh, girl, I snapped on that bitch. I said, bitch, I will whoop your motherfucking ass. That's what I told her. And we had been friends for years, for 15 years. But when she could not understand my pain after me being there to understand hers, there was a problem. And it was a serious problem. So we can't say how boss should have responded, because she's still human. Even if y'all saying she's a social worker and she's this, she's that, she's still human, and she still has friends, and she still expects some level of empathy that she's been willing to share with somebody else.
Cool. But that's cool. That's cool.
Hey,
for the person that said that she not like that, it came out when Kiana came up, and she ended up showing the messages. Mind y'all saying that she's never talked to Kiana on the back end. She did when she showed all the messages. This is what the lady do. She go from creator to creator talking about people behind their back. This is her thing.
Right.
So she does do this.
You talk about creating, she said it.
Yeah, we got that. That's what Matt do. The lady one said she don't do it.
They both do it. That's what I
Matt says she does it though.
I won't stay up here long. I just have to correct something that's on record.
exposed, she didn't
No,
say it.
before she was exposed, she said it because
Before
Before
she
she
go,
was
before
exposed,
she
she
go
never
off
said,
on the
"Oh, I
she
talk
tangent.
about
did.
y'all
She said it
behind
in my
y'all back."
panel. Yes, she did.
Before she was exposed, she was saying she's messy. She didn't say, "Oh, I
She
talk
said
about all you
she
bitches behind
did
y'all
because
back."
yes, she did because there was a vlog that she put up and my name was in it on the screen recording. Somebody told me and she was like, yeah, she was like, I talk about people like everybody else do. I wasn't mad at her about my name being, but she absolutely did say this. She
Hey,
absolutely did
tea
on my
time.
panel.
Tea time.
Go ahead, y'all. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
morning, everyone. Real quick, I just wanted to correct something. Drop is sharing a little bit of fake news here. I just wanted to make sure that everyone understands that it was not thousands and thousands of dollars. It was $1,963 and some cents, as well as it was someone else's food stamps from that the lady was using resources that she got from other people to help Mad Cow. So I just wanted to make sure that we correct the record in that there's no thousands and thousands. It's someone else's food stamps. She was mad that Mad Cow used her own money to go and get something when the lady had food stamps that she got from other traps in order to give to Mad Cow. $1,963 in food stamps.
That's what she showed y'all. What did boss say? There's two sides. There's two
What
sides.
did boss
We
say? It's
saw the
what
one
did boss
side.
show?
We
It's
saw the
what did
one
boss
side
show?
from boss. We saw the one side, and then we saw the
We know that
other.
the Amazon wish list was over 1,000. So what are y'all talking about?
The
But she the one
Amazon
who told her
wish.
to make the Amazon wish
It does
Okay,
list.
not
real quick,
matter. But
guys.
y'all
I
acting
can
like,
fix
oh,
this
she only
one.
gave her food
I
stamps. She gave her
also know
more
the
than food
answer to
stamps.
this. I
She gave
also
her
know.
more than food stamps.
I also know the
Take
She
your
answer
money
to
gave
from
her
this.
more than food stamps.
I
Don't
also
take
know the
money from
answer.
everybody.
I
She
also know
gave
the
her
answer
more
to
than
that,
food
ladies.
stamps.
I also know the answer to that. The wish list. Some of the money that was sent to the Cash App was for the wish list. So again, 1,963. There you have it.
And we also have to remember when we talk about what did she say. She also said she gave Empress
I'm sure y'all ain't gonna know
$4,500.
about nothing.
She also said she gave Empress $4,500 to come out. She was lying about that. Since we want to go by what she said,
Plus other people's food stamps.
Y'all can be lying. That's the point.
she
But
lied and admitted that she lied.
They both have a responsibility to all of this stuff that happened. They both are accountable.
All right, Bella, that was all I had. I just wanted to make sure that y'all correct the fake news, the very, very fake news, because fake news is very, very, very dangerous. You know? Lee out. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Yeah, Leola, go before I tell you something, please.
Bella, Bella, let me say this. When that lady showed the messages of when she talked to Kiana, during that time period, I sat up on Kiana's panel every day. I did not know this lady at all. But all that went on with her and Kiana was on the back end. I did not know this lady was a mod because, like I said, and some of y'all know, I was there every single day and did not know this lady at all. So they did a lot of things from the back. All that talking and everything was doing stuff from the back end.
I want to say this conversation can really get to be dangerous because as a person who is in a similar situation, it takes so much strength and courage to reach out to anyone to ask for help. And I don't want people to think that, if you're reaching out to people for help, people are going to throw your business out like that because it's already hard enough. And we want these people to ask for help when they're in that situation because the other alternative is not good to stay in it, especially with you and your kids. So, we gotta stop being so hard on her for reaching out for help.
And too, we don't know if she had Mad Cow listed as a resident in one of her homes, so she could get government money from because she flew Mad Cow out to Arizona. We don't know what this lady did to list Mad Cow down to get government money for her. So, some of that money she said she gave, she could have been getting the money back from the government. Because she is a big liar, so I wouldn't put it past her to possibly still be getting money off of big Mad Cow and her child.
All right. So for those who are aware of the situation with Mad Cow, the conversation gets a little bit deeper because allegedly Brenda came into the conversation as far as Brenda's situation. I want y'all to hear this because it all ties into each other. And we really need to start posing these questions. And the question is, what's the difference between Mad Cow and Brenda? Let's listen.
And AJ, that's not a taking. That's facts. That's not a taking for AJ. It's not. It's being honest. Mad Cow, you was talking shit. She put that out there. One thing she didn't do was put out your situation. Simple. Period. Dot. Now, unfortunately, your shit is out there, but that's how it goes. She was laughing at somebody homeless.
Let me ask you, what's the difference between motherfucking Mad Cow and Brenda?
I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong because she's crying now. I'm dead wrong.
What's the difference between Mad Cow and Brenda?
Okay, everybody's starting to clock in. We're getting in the car. We're getting on the race.
I'm tired of it.
We're on the racetrack.
I'm tired of it. What's the difference between Mad Cow and
say I'm dead ass wrong.
Niggas was just laughing at. Hold on. Niggas was just laughing at DV last week. So what the fuck is we crying this week now for? I don't fucking get it.
She said they wish that I had an early delivery and that my child dies. But then nobody said you're dead ass wrong in them comments. They over there like, ooh.
So what are you talking about?
Not you, Trina. I'm talking about the comments that are talking about.
Okay, I'm talking about AJ. What is the difference in laughing about somebody DV last week and now this week you're crying saying you would never do that? That's fucking weird. Period. That's weird and you're full of shit.
Clock in, Trina.
You're full of shit. You don't give a fuck about no DV and laughing at no DV. You was on Brenda ass. I'm on getting your ass fucked. What are you talking about? Just was saying she was disgusting.
Hold on now. Trina's clocking in. This is Trina's clocking in.
I think we talking about different things because that's not even what I'm talking about. They was over here crying me because they said I went over there to take up to somebody.
What the fuck?
All I said was, Mad Cow, you know how this shit goes. And you know how motherfuckers do what they do because you do what you do too.
This shit fake and phony. Period. Motherfuckers full of shut it what it is. You were just laughing at Brenda.
I'm trying not to scream at you right now. Why you eating chips? I'm trying not to scream. This is my opinion, and I'm going to say it without the energy. I'm glad you said it with the energy, so I can barely clock in. I ain't even really got to clock in no more for real. I feel like I don't like the tears and the crying and the upset shit over there. I don't like that. I don't like Mad Cow doing the crying. I don't like AJ doing the crying. AJ, now you know you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, AJ, you was just talking shit about her yesterday. This is bluntly, no filter. You was just talking shit about her crying yesterday. And now y'all are up on the live crying together. No me gusta. I don't like that.
Miles an hour, go to 60.
No, because let me just say what I have to say then. Bluntly, I don't like Mad Cow. I'm going to hope and assume that your tears are from the situation that you're going through and not the bullshit TikTok shit that you was talking shit about these people on. Like, that's what I don't want. I feel like I can actually feel your tears, Mad Cow, because you're going through a lot. That is giving me genuine from.
Can I just pause that part right there? What if the tears was because not only am I going through something, but the person that I thought that I can trust and confide in just put all my shit out there
before it to hit the app.
Giving me like that.
Nobody is prepared for some shit like that to hit the app. So if those were some tears, I could see tears from both sides. Like, damn, like I'm already in a fucked up predicament. Now I got more shit to deal with. And yes, she was talking her shit about people, whatever. Nobody's disregarding that. Those type of things to happen from people that you think you have a genuine rapport with. I don't get why y'all don't understand people feel some type of way when they are betrayed. That is a sense of betrayal. I trusted you, you betrayed me. So why wouldn't she cry? That is a normal emotion.
I have a question for you, Bella.
I can.
When
What's
Mad
up?
Day, if I'm correct, it's so much be happening on this app. When Mad Day is exposed, if I'm correct, y'all back in conversation. Who panel did she do that on?
Tea time? I think it was tea
Oh,
time.
okay. Okay, I
Maybe.
don't know.
Maybe
I don't
Barb.
know. Okay.
I don't know.
So my question
I don't
is,
know.
I don't remember anybody giving anybody any flack who exposed some. I don't remember the host
I
having to
did.
take any flack.
I did. I
So
absolutely did.
if you did, I don't remember. So it wasn't that bad. So because I don't even remember. I couldn't
Ask
even
Mad
remember
Day.
whose panel it was on. So
Ask
I don't
Mad
see,
Day.
because that's what people do. That's what the hosts do. They give a space for people to air their grievances, do whatever they need to do, cuss people out. I mean, y'all always say don't blame the host, but in this instance, y'all want to blame the host.
I absolutely
They
did.
be
Ask Mad. Mad Day
talking,
just said it in the
they
comments. I
doing
absolutely
this, they
did.
doing that. I don't remember that,
No,
but I
she's in
do
the
remember.
comments. I absolutely did.
I do remember Mad Day doing it. I just didn't remember whose panel it was on, and I didn't remember those people that
And let
came
me
flat.
and let me say this about, like, even when Mad Day did it, I told Mad Day it was. I said what I said to Mad Day, but there's different types of exposing messages when you feel as you have to defend yourself from accusations, or you have to clear your name, versus just saying I'm mad today and I'm just finna push it on the floor. There's difference in that. And I think y'all should understand that. If somebody is saying something about you, or somebody lying on you or whatever, I don't know. I know Mad Day was saying she was defending herself. If I have to defend myself, because my relationship on the back end, it's not receipts until it has to be receipts. Like, you understand? So at the end of the day, if you lying on me and you saying you didn't say
For
this,
everything
if
we
you
do,
saying you didn't say this, you just saying you didn't say that, and I have to defend myself, then I'm gonna pull them receipts. However, I'm not exposing no back end conversations just because I'm mad at you, just because I'm pissed at you, or just because now it's time for me to put it on. Because if I actually had a friendship with you, it's no reason for me to do that. That like, I'm mad at you now, I'm finna expose everything. Unless you lying on me, or you saying something didn't happen when it did happen, then that's different. But I'm just not finna wake up, oh, you don't want to talk to me no more, you block me. I'm finna just spill all the tea on the people you've been talking about. Especially, I've been talking about it too. I've been talking about you too. And I didn't tell you was wrong when I was talking about it with you. So why the fuck I feel like it's wrong now? I'm just as much as a motherfucker fucked up person too. If I'm sitting here talking about people to you on the back end with you, and even if they was your friends and you was fucking with them, I would still tell you, hey, why you talking about your homegirl like that? Well, that ain't cool. I'ma tell you that shit. Cause if I feel some kind of way about it, why you telling it to me to exploit it, then why the fuck didn't I tell you how I felt when you were saying it to me? So I'm just as fucking fake.
so we all have a reason
All
for
right.
why we do what we do.
No, it ain't just no spilling no tea just because I just want to exploit you. If I have to
Exposing is
defend myself,
exposing
that's different.
regardless of the
No, it's
circumstances.
not.
Thank
No, it's
you.
not.
Exposing is
No, it's not.
exposing regardless of the circumstances.
No,
I
it's
never
not.
exposed nothing about Queen Jules. She called me a doxer, and I never exposed our back end conversation. When you're choosing to expose someone, you're choosing to do it. It doesn't matter the reason. You're choosing it because you don't have shit to prove.
You don't have to. You didn't have to expose your full back end conversation when she called you a doxer. All you had to show, if you did, was the email
I didn't have
that
to.
you didn't dox
I
her.
didn't expose
If you
anything. I didn't
did,
even
but
address.
that's your that.
I didn't expose anything. So that's my point. Anytime somebody wants to expose something, they're choosing to take that route. It doesn't.
Okay. So what I was attempting to say, as far as the situation, I'm mainly focused on the fact that Mad Cow, she got upset, she felt betrayed, she cried. And people are making it seem like she's wrong, she has crocodile tears. She's not crying about the information that was put out. She's simply just crying about the betrayal. She trusted her, she betrayed her. That's literally. So I'm like, I'm trying to get y'all to look beyond the surface and look at the deeper level of all of this that happened. That's why I'm glad we're hearing their perspective on it. Because now there's a situation where they're saying, well, hold up. Wasn't it just last week that y'all was clowning somebody else who was in a similar situation? Y'all laughed at her, but now we having sympathy. So sympathy for one, none for the other. That's what I need y'all to listen into. We're sitting here making Mad Cow feel like she's wrong for having emotions of betrayal. Nobody's denying that she did and said the slick shit she said about people. Nobody's denying that. But if I talk to Tea Time in private, I'm confiding in her in private, I rub Tea Time wrong, and all of a sudden everything I confided in her gets put out there, I'm not crying because of what I said privately. I'm simply just crying because I can't believe you betrayed me. We got it now? We here. Okay.
I done fucked up, everybody mad, and I didn't want this, and I didn't want this. But I don't feel like it's not. I didn't want this. Like you
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to slow it down, but I'm trying to be calm. How the fuck does No Funk's Giving keep getting back in here? Block that stupid hoe. I didn't even see your comment, but I just see you just did a big ass paragraph. Get out of here. How you keep coming to my page and you don't like me, stupid? No, get out of here. I'm just you're gonna have to figure it out. Yeah, but I just don't like that. That was definitely some bullshit over there. Like that was some bullshit. Like all of that was some bullshit. And Mad Cow, don't keep getting up on this live crying. Don't keep getting up on these lives crying, Mad Cow, because I know you in here and you ain't been to the Kingdom Sister situation. You've been everywhere, but you in here somewhere. Don't keep getting up in these panels crying. It's at the end of the day, the same way AJ was just talking about it yesterday. There's nothing to do. There's no reason you need to get up here crying. If it's what it is, stay off for a second until you get yourself together. Don't keep getting up here crying. Go ahead, John.
I'm gonna say
Another thing, you know why the tears come? Because when we sit in these spaces and yeah, the tea be hot, the drama be hot, the mess be hot, it's always entertaining. She's the one with the recorder. It's always entertaining until the camcorder flips around on you now. I say to y'all all the time, it's always funny until it's you. It's a kiki, a cackle. It's always going to be that until it's your turn. So no, again, she has every right to cry because again, these are her emotions. When you watch other people get done wrong on this app, y'all sitting here talking to each other privately and y'all discussing how other people are being done wrong. Like, let's not ignore some of the messages. We're discussing how other people is getting betrayed and fucked over just for the same person. You like, girl, I can't believe she said, or I can't believe he did that to such and such. Just for them to turn around and do the same shit, it hits different. I'm sorry. You do not anticipate that. You don't see that coming. Because they're literally, as T said, like, you're in a vulnerable state. You're thinking you can literally trust these people. Y'all exchanging things with each other where it's like, shit, well, I'm giving you my vulnerable moment. You giving me your vulnerable moment. When that happens, I'm telling you, if you've never been
Clock
in
it,
a car
Bella.
accident, it's like, it's so quick. It's fast. It's a hard hit. You don't see it coming. Just that fast. And now you like, now you got to come to and get out. Now you're just focused on, okay, listen, let me get myself together, whatever. But as you're processing everything that just happened to you, that hard hit you just took, those emotions are going to come. And until y'all been in that situation on this app alone, it's easy for you to tell her to suck it up. Don't cry, don't do this, do that. But for the ones who have been through this, have some compassion because you know how it felt when it was done to you. You know how it felt when you were sitting here putting your business to somebody that you thought you could trust, and then they did you like that. So don't tell Mad that she wrong for crying, because that's how she felt the need to express herself, rather than doing the diabolical way and saying, oh, well, I'm gonna do an eye for an eye, you did me like this, I'm gonna do you. No, some people reaction is just like, you know what, tears fall down, prayers go up. And those are the ones you really got to watch out for, because it's like, whatever God gonna do to you is far greater than what I can imagine. So don't ignore Mad Cow tears. Hold on. We have Braid in the audience. He says, girl, Bella, I don't want them using her tears against her like AJ did the day before. So respectfully, using tears against her, we know how this app operates. They're going to use when the smoke clears. If Mad Cow even breathe wrong around this motherfucker, they're going to be like, yeah, all that shit you talked about, they're going to always throw it up in her face. We know how it go. But we also can acknowledge that AJ herself admitted she has also done some crying on this app as well. And AJ's response is, oh, but when I was going through things, Mad Cow laughed at me. It ain't so funny now that it's her. For AJ, it's a full circle moment to her. How can I say AJ is wrong? You see how I could always see all sides. When it's nothing personal there, you can see everything for its entirety. The way AJ looking at it, like, what do we have here? It ain't often that the vloggers get caught up in the mess. It's really not that often. So when we see it, oh, they're going to be full-fledged into it. And don't let you have rubbed one of these creators the wrong way. Hence why AJ was like, I got something for you. Now, she stated that she was remorseful because had she not opened that door, everything else that transpired wouldn't have came out. She said she took accountability for that part. It's that it technically started with her. As far as the public go, it started with AJ. Only because, yes, the screenshots, whatever was circulated to other creators, everybody else said, no, nah, leave it alone. AJ took the route of, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead, sub only, and put all this shit out there. But I'm just not going to put the major event out there. But I am going to monetize and talk about some shit that I felt like needs to be talked about because she was shaded to me. So here's my gotcha moment. She didn't feel too good about it. She had a change of heart. Next day, said, you know what? I shouldn't have done it. I was wrong. Now, from that moment up until whatever that made AJ say, you know what? Fuck it. What happened to you? It is what it is. Fuck you. I couldn't tell you that part. That part is still blurred. Just like when Boss apologized to Empress, and the next thing you know, she was on her live motherfucking going in on her. Tea time. Can you tell me where?
Well, what happened was it wasn't nothing Mad Cow did. It was when she got, whether y'all would call it clocked by Braid. So when Braid said something, then she defended herself with the, well, motherfuckers laugh at me, so I didn't get no fuck. But I'm saying I apologize now. But when Braid had called her out for crying, that's when she doubled back on what she did.
Clarity. HB, and I could be wrong, I don't know. There's be a lot going on once again. Didn't the messages come out on your live first? You just was selling the name of who it was for? Am I wrong? Did I hear that wrong? Am I assuming or making this up? I don't know. I get lost sometimes. HB, didn't you? HB, did you and Braid start with the messages first? Y'all just left out who name it was?
I think HB was streaming.
Or HB was streaming?
She was streaming AJ, I believe.
came out on AJ's page. AJ,
Say what now?
AJ's the one that brought the messages out.
Yeah, I guess I thought AJ held the sub
Oh,
only.
I wasn't sure because I was in HB Live and I was kind of going back and forth, but I thought it was in HB's Live. I wasn't sure, so that's why I need
He
to.
had permission to stream,
Yep.
but this all kicked off in AJ's live.
Yeah.
Permission to stream HB. Stream that shit he
What's
wants.
not after
It's,
She
it's,
don't even fuck with AJ.
I mean, HB don't fucking need people permission. Clearly, she don't care about nobody's permission.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody was paid. Somebody paid somebody to stream.
That was Empress. You talking about Empress?
You sure?
HB ain't paid nobody to stream.
No, y'all
okay.
see how we can get because they don't mess with each other. So y'all
Okay,
see.
maybe the lines is blurred.
HB
Oh, Junior Bone. Junior Bone. It was
Junior Bone paid Empress to stream.
Okay,
HB
I got that
said
shit off
that-
of that. My bad.
HB said about a week or two before this came out, it might have been a week before, that she had a discussion with Braid King and that a whole lot of stuff was
Was
gonna
finna come out. Yeah.
That was
will
brewing on
come.
the back end. Right.
Yes.
So for the
But she didn't
haters,
know exactly what it was, but Braid told
privately. We're not disregarding that because they said it tied with the Y when they linked up in Virginia. They were
Right.
dropping hints that there was about to be a mad day. However,
Right.
everybody whose hands the information laid in, they all said, I'm not doing it. Up until it landed in AJ's hand, and that's when everything was like, oh, here's my opportunity. A lot of people feel like that was her opportunity to
I
get back.
guarantee you had it got in
against-
HB hands and HB can't correct me. HB would have put that whole thing
HB
on
already
play.
had it.
No, I don't think so.
She
No, she
already
didn't.
knew it.
She knew it, but she
Already
didn't have
knew
the
it.
receipt.
I wish she wasn't busy right now. I
She
could
didn't
have
have the
sworn.
receipts. She said it. She said she didn't have the receipts because she ended up getting the receipts, but I think Boss sent her the receipts. But she didn't have them first because she said if she would have had them, she would have put that shit on the floor. She didn't have it.
Well, gonna be my next point. It's not too many who would not have passed up the opportunity to expose people. I mean,
Would have passed that up, seeing that there was EV involved. Many people would have passed that up.
Passed it up. Braid passed it up. Somebody
easy
else.
part out. That didn't have to come out at all.
But it did though. You see, AJ left this DV out, but she insinuated there was more, and then it was a lot of stuff that happened where Mad Cow had to. That's what I'm saying. It was insinuated that there was more. Then Boss started saying that there was more. So again, people didn't want to touch it at all because it would have came out eventually, all of it. Rizzy was
Said
another
it was
person
going to be
that-
coming
Rizzy
out the
was another
next
person.
day.
But
They were
and so,
going
like
to
Trina
discuss
said,
everything the next day.
and so, like Trina said, why is there a
How much for
problem?
Braid to come back?
Oh, it's going to be $150 because they paid $75.
Okay.
Yeah, why is it a problem for them to? Why is it okay for some people, just like Trina said, DV to come out? They can be exposed for their DV. Their DV used.
Brenda brought her DV to, if I'm not mistaken, Brenda told people about what she was dealing with.
People can be attacked using their DV.
I still don't think it's okay to do it, but Brenda brought it to the.
I don't think
it's one thing to tell your own shit and another thing for somebody to put it out there for you.
It doesn't matter who's going to put it out. They're still going to use it as a dig. When the argument
still not
starts
cool.
and the dragging each other starts, they're going to use it as a dig. I don't care if you said it, somebody else said it. They're still going to use it against you.
Yeah, they will. But that's why.
And that Brenda I got it. So yeah,
and that's why it's important. Well, I tell people, like, if you're gonna put that shit out there, if you're gonna put your business out there like that, you have to understand that everybody is not going to be empathetic, everybody's not going to be compassionate, everybody's not going to give a fuck. You have to be aware of that before you bring that to a platform. A lot of people bring that stuff to a platform because they want to help people. They want people to know what they've been through, but they're not truly through it or over it. And people will use that as a dig. That's why I tell people, do not bring that shit out. However, Mad Cow did not bring it out voluntarily. That's the difference. It's a difference when you bring it out yourself and it backfires on you, and a difference when somebody else brings it out for you. If you heal from it or you've been through it, what?
Because I literally, you're spot on with learning to keep things to yourself. When I spoke to when I was abused as a child and I had my fingers broken, Did that stop people from going in talking about me having big hands,
No, I'm sure
knowing
not.
what happened?
I ain't even hear
No.
that.
So you learn, but you learn.
Right.
Keep your own issues to yourself because they don't give a damn. They're going to weaponize and use it to hurt you.
And I would say it's nothing wrong with bringing an awareness. I have no problem with bringing anything that I've been through as an awareness. But I also know that when I bring it as an awareness, there are going to be some people that's going to take it and use it. And as long as I'm aware of that, I just deal with what comes with it. And I just weigh out the odds. Okay, I feel like bringing an awareness is more important than the motherfuckers that don't want to get it and use it as a dig. But I have to be aware that that's something that's going to come with the territory of telling something that was. Yeah.
They do not give a damn.
Bella, you said that people should know better than to tell people their business. I don't think that's the problem. Why are people so willing to tell strangers on this app their business? People that they meet on this app. The way that y'all fall out about back end conversations, and this is not the first, this is not the second, it's not going to be the last. They talk about people, all type of personal information about people that they gather for back end conversations about
I
people.
would love to answer that question, Drop. What it is today is not what it was 2-3 years ago. When people were talking to each other, confiding in one another, there was a fellowship, there was a sisterhood, there was better relationships back then. So when time moved on and more diabolical shit happened and the respect started to leave and the morals started to leave and the integrity started to leave, that's when it was like, oh, now you know. Keep your shit to yourself. But if you're like other people who've been here for years and already told your stories, the audience who was around then and still around now, that's how shit get passed around because the back end, it doesn't stop. It's just new players involved. So yeah, that
I've
story
been here
was told
2
years
years
ago and
though.
then stop it.
I've been here
I'm
two
sorry.
years. I said I've been here 2 years. For the last 2 years, it's been the same toxic relationships, and it just seems like people like toxic relationships. That's why they keep getting at it, get into it with people, and then they go back being friends and start having those same back end conversations. This shit is repetitive. I've been here 2 years, and I'll continue to see the same behavior by the same people, same friend groups breaking up. It's something that they enjoy trauma. They're addicted to trauma. Because this is crazy. At this point, nobody should feel comfortable with telling anybody their personal information on the back end.
Well, let's just call it what it is. This is not just a social media thing. This shit happens in real life too. You just don't see it because it's not happening in your immediate circle. Motherfuckers been doing this before TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, anything ever came about. Motherfuckers gossip about people's business all the fucking time.
Didn't I
So
tell y'all
again,
about
this is
Bobby
not just on
Womack?
social
Hell yeah,
media.
this is old. Yes, I told y'all the story about Bobby Womack. Had a best friend that turned around and was sleeping with his wife. When he passed away, married the wife, then that wasn't good enough. Ended up getting with the daughter. Like, yes, this been going on for decades. Very true.
Even look at snaps. Most of them women got caught. Why? Because they confided in somebody and somebody snitched on them when they got mad at them and told that they had unalived somebody. Come on, like this is not just goddamn TikTok. This been happening.
But it's a bigger. But if it happens in your real life, who are they going to tell? They're going to tell maybe their immediate friends. This is telling 2,000 strangers who you don't know on social media apps. So for me, it's something more diabolical than my friend going to tell another friend that I said I don't like her dress versus 2,000 people knowing the most intimate parts of my relationship. Social media
To you, but when family secrets get exposed, when family secrets get exposed, it fucks up the family. So it's not more 2,000
Y'all need some
strangers.
real friends in real life.
2,000 strangers finding out something about me versus a family secret getting exposed is not the fucking same thing. A big ass family secret get exposed and it breaks up the whole family versus 2,000 people that find out something about me, oh well, and keep it moving. And that is not it is more detrimental when a family, something in the family get exposed. Motherfucker find out your daddy ain't really your daddy, your sister really your mama, and shit like that. Because as we've seen happen, that shit is far more detrimental than 2,000 motherfucking strangers finding out your fucking teeth.
And y'all been, well, that's your opinion, because for me, y'all been talking about this for weeks. Y'all gonna talk about it for weeks. It's gonna be used as a dig. It's embarrassing, it's demeaning, degrading in front of 2,000 people versus a little fallout between me and my sister. I'm sorry, this shit is crazy. to me that
I
y'all
Drop.
okay
Let
with
me
some
let me
I
tell
know
you
strangers.
when I
something.
Stop
told
talking to
my
strangers.
business, it's
Stop being
because
so
I
desperate for
thought
these people attention and acceptance. Create some real friends and real relationships outside of TikTok. That's the problem. Y'all,
Happens
I'm
in real
when
Drop.
I told
friendships
my
and real
business, I was telling
relationships.
it to help other people. As a DV survivor, I thought me telling my story would help somebody. But then that's when I first came on the app. Now that I know now, I would never have done that. But in the
Okay,
beginning, I just thought I was
but
helping
butter,
people, and it backfired on me.
don't let that if you heal from that situation, butter, don't let what people say about your situation stop you from helping other women. And that's what we got to stop doing. Stop allowing negative people to make you to silence you. Don't do that. You use what use what you got. If you heal, only if you heal from it, right? Don't allow negative things to silence you, because you could be saving somebody's life.
What I was telling Drop was it's not just the negative things. Even when Drop said that, her daughter won another competition or whatever, even just those little things are telling your business on this app. And multiple people use that against you. So it's not just the negative things, it's even the good things. So Drop, yes, love, you do engage just like everybody else in telling your personal business. So, I think everybody do that.
People build friendships in real life and they friends deceive them. This is not just a TikTok thing. I wish people would stop saying that. You see it on TikTok more,
You know
but it
firsthand
happens.
that it's not a, from my own experience, you know it's not just a TikTok thing.
It
The
really
bottom
isn't.
line is you do not expect the people that you trust and confide in to come online. I think, like you said, dealing with it with your family, friends, off the internet, I got to deal with you in real life. But when you're on the internet, once I turn this motherfucking internet off, and I say this to my supporters respectfully, y'all don't exist. When I hit that power button, it's like I never knew you. You leave. Now imagine that demeanor in my real life though. Now, me personally, you do me like that in real life. Same way I could turn this power button off and like I never knew you, I'm the same way in my real life. You don't exist. You're a thing of the past. Everybody ain't built like that though. We
Yeah.
don't know how Mad Cow is going to handle the betrayal. We don't know how she's going to move forward. It's only been a week.
And I don't even
Some
think it's a betrayal, Bella. I don't think it's a
Then what you
betrayal.
call? Then what you
No,
call it? If it
I know.
ain't
I'm saying I don't think it's the betrayal. What I think it is somebody. I'm not done. This situation is very sensitive. It's very fresh to me. And somebody telling my shit before I could tell my own shit. Somebody putting my stuff out there before. And it's not even so much the betrayal. It's more so, damn, like you put this out there before I can't even tell it's a difference. Yeah, betrayal is one thing, but I don't think she even give a fuck about the lady. The lady talk shit. The lady talk shit. They talk shit to each other. You gotta expect a motherfucker to be who they are. I'm gonna tell you like this: if a motherfucker talking shit to other people about talking behind your other people back, trust and believe they talking behind yours. You have to know people are who the fuck they are. So that woman is who she is. It's not betrayal when a motherfucker is who they are. She's who she is. Stop thinking people somebody that they not.
Yeah, no, I still see it as betrayal tea time because again, respectfully, unless I'm, not all the way there, I'm not confiding. I'm not going to confide and talk with you on a personal level if I think you're going to go back and talk about what I confided in you with. Because once you do that, that is an act of betrayal. Nobody is, if I wanted everybody to know what I wanted to talk about, I'm going to hit that live button and have a segment of, let me tell you how I really feel, HB style. But if that's not what I did and I'm talking to you privately, if I am talking to Blaze privately, whatever our conversation is privately, I do have a expectation. I expect it to stay there because I built a rapport with him. There's a level of trust with him. And the trust goes both ways. I'm not going to talk about our private conversation. He's not going to do it to me. The moment it happens, that's where the betrayal is. It's simple. Mad Cow got betrayed. She wouldn't have done it if she knew that lady was going to tell it. I promise you. Nobody do it when they think somebody's going to tell. They don't. I never seen it.
I agree with that. Well, I tell you what a friend told me. Once you give it to somebody, just know they can do whatever it is that they want to do with it. It's not. It's the fucked up part about it. Once I tell you something in private, Bella, you actually have the right to do whatever you want to do with it. Now, what you do with it, that speaks to who you are, right? But that's the part. You don't want nobody.
Something don't mean you should.
That's why I said what you do with it. This is what a friend told me, and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot because people once you speak it out your mouth and you tell it to somebody else, they gonna take whatever, they gonna use it for whatever they want to do it when they want to use it for. Sometimes if it's really something you never want nobody to know, don't never tell. If you never want nobody to know it, don't never tell nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow.
No. You're right. But and this is why companies have NDAs now. That's why they have, because if I can't trust you, if I feel like I can't trust you, go ahead and sign that dotted line so you have no choice but to shut the fuck.
And Bella, you know what? An NDA is T's point. Nobody is obligated to do nothing, keep nothing to themselves, not speak on nothing. It's just, they're just not. That's why NDAs exist. The point she just made.
Well, with that being said, if I need to have an NDA for us to even have some type of rapport, I don't want no interaction with you. We're going to keep it right here where everybody can see it. It can't be manipulated, nothing. Because behind the scenes, you can say, do whatever, and it's your word against mine. Nope. Don't even put myself in that predicament.
Real quick, Callie just woke up. Do you need her at all for any questions or no? She's good.
I mean, the main question that yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. I would really
justifying that y'all telling somebody else's business. I'm just saying it's like a protection, like protection for yourself. And it's sad that we can't confide in nobody. I still confide in people. You know what I'm saying? If you tell it, that's on you. That's on you. If you tell it, that's who you are. That's just it. But it's a hard pill we got to swallow, y'all.
So tea time. Imagine people putting your business out there and then convincing the person who put your business out there that they're solid because they didn't tell everything. They didn't share everything. They're really solid, but they put your information out. How that work?
Yeah, listen. My friends in real life, I ain't never had to deal with that. But I dealt with it on this app. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it on this app. I got solid friends in real life, but I dealt with it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely dealt with it here.
Yeah, I just be a little curious.
Hey, so I
wrong. Chef did that with me. I didn't tell none of that woman business. You might want to back up.
So hold on. So we have Dior in the audience, and she tagged Frankie and said, "You are the most loyal person on this app to me." So it's funny that she made that statement because I was just having this conversation with Frankie yesterday. Frankie, did I not say that I find it interesting that they feel like you're loyal as if it's not reciprocated within this friendship? Did I not express that yesterday?
But you did express that.
So understand something. The same way y'all see Frankie is the exact same way I am as a person. But for some strange reason, y'all only equate the loyalty one-sided. I have not once slighted Frankie in any way, shape, or form. But yet, Frankie gets credited like she's... I don't understand y'all. When y'all say that, it's a slight to me. Oh, she's the most loyal. So what am I, chopped liver? Because when I've been put in multiple situations where I was defamed, disrespected, I didn't do nowhere near the shit that I could have done. I remained quiet. I sucked up what happened and I moved on. But for some strange reason, nobody sees that. Nobody understands that. It's just like, oh nah. Got you. So yeah. Y'all will make people feel like the ones who do right, it don't mean shit. Y'all will watch people get fucked over and don't react the way they could. But it don't mean shit because y'all see what y'all want to see. I've had people made it seem like I deserved every single thing that has happened to me on this app as far as betrayal go.
So I'm just sitting here thinking about it. You didn't do no exposing. Like I would have got all the way down to the nitty fucking gritty on a lot of stuff that you were exposed. I mean, I can name about 3 different incidents that I would have got down on your, if I were you.
So HB, this is Messy Talk. So 3 incidents. Name them.
Your friend Mai, the incident with the Discord, and when Braid did what he did to you unwarranted.
Oh. Interesting.
Look at Braid talking about clock in. Just did.
Listen, respectfully, all those situations, first situation that you named, it ain't worth it. Because I don't need y'all doing to me what y'all do to everyone else. I'm not going to taint my character. Because that's what it all boils down to. My character means a lot to me. The moment I react the same way that I was done, y'all immediately going to disregard every good deed I have done and hold over, Bella, you're like everybody else because you did this here. You no longer can say X, Y, and Z because you did the same thing. That's why I don't go there. That's why I refuse to go there. Because I recognize the audience is looking for a reason to taint my character. No. Y'all gonna see me how y'all wanna see me, but I am not going to single-handedly help y'all tear me down. No, thank you. But I will say this though. Y'all might call me crazy for this, but W Susu. Because at least when she was putting other people's information out there, she was woman enough to say, and by the way, my name is da-da-da-da-da, my brother is da-da-da-da-da, mom, dad, da-da-da-da-da. Interesting, y'all will be quick to put out somebody else's information while still concealing your own identity. So for everyone who put my information out there, I challenge you. Y'all have nothing to hide. Tell people who you are. Hi, my name is. Introduce us to who you are. Let's try that this week.
Ellie,
everyone introduced to me. So how about we play a game of let's introduce each other?
But you know people would do that right before they expose you, right?
No, but see, I haven't see when it was done to me. That wasn't the route that was
I
taken.
know, but I'm just saying there are some people that would expose, because it was when Mad Day exposed Mad Day, she also exposed herself. And she said, hey, I said some shit too. I did some shit too. I fucked up too. So there are some people that will tell you who the fuck they are right
However,
before they tell you who everybody else is.
so me specifically, right? How about this week? Let's challenge, right? Let's challenge the woman who betrayed me. Let's challenge her to tell us who she is. Give a proper introduction to everyone to who you are, right? Hi, my name is, and I'm from, and I did, right? That's why I can respect people like Susu and I can respect people like HB. Because it's like, hey, listen, you could put whatever you want out on the floor. But if you're going to do it all the way. It's easy to talk about everybody else. So how about you talk about yourself too? Hey, why not? How about we all just do it? So since we don't know what loyalty look like,
I will say this too,
right?
though. It's a person who everything about them is already out there. They have nothing else to protect. They become real dangerous on this motherfucking app. They going all the way with any bitch and every bitch every time, and that's all I got to say.
Sure is.
Okay, can I just wanted to speak real quick to like the loyalty or whatever. Thank you guys, everybody, but I just treat people how I want to be treated, period, in life. Um, it's not that hard to just be a human, decent being or anything like that. I know that I might live in a world of unicorns and rainbows and candy glitter everywhere, but I still think that these things exist because I'm around people every day that do it to me, that are thank you so much, that treat me the way I treat them. And anybody that I walk into or come in contact with and stuff, I treat them with respect too. There's things that I wouldn't do. I don't care if we fell out or not. I'm not releasing anything and I'm not going to talk about anything because whatever you told me, it's in confidence 100% because I knew that you trusted in me enough to tell me that. So I take pride in that, and I appreciate that when people come to me about certain things. But that's just me. I can't expect me out of everybody else, and that's all I wanted to speak on. And I'm gonna drop down.
We see you, Francine. We do. We always have.
Say that we never know everything about anybody. And just because maybe I may find out next week that HB actually got purple hair and not black hair, that doesn't mean she got exposed. That just means she didn't tell you. Is that possible? That we just don't know everything about anybody?
Yeah. Great. Shut up.
App is diabolical. Every day you find out more and more about information about yourself being on this app. I was in Cool Ass live, and when I came in, they were having a discussion about me. This guy named Jay said, "Oh yeah, Buddy haters, she sued, blah blah blah," and yeah. HB taught us how to do it. I was like, oh my God damn. So, every day, everybody is going to hear a little more about themselves on this app. So, nothing should surprise anybody.
HB, do we even know Callie's name?
Also, I am not like they not like us.
They don't.
Do we?
They don't like
Do we know that? Okay, because from my understanding, all of Mad Cow information was
you mean
sent.
her name? Okay.
Yes. Do we even know this lady name?
No.
That lady is an angel, Bella.
So that's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't find it strange that, again, because I know how it feels, all of Mad Cow information is in multiple people's hands. Multiple. And we don't even know this lady name. you're quick to tell all of Mad Cow information while concealing your identity. Like that's the shit that's like, what is your demeanor? What is your motive?
Well, she said that if you want to know anything, she'll give you her phone number and her address. Even though she got foster kids and her foster home, she'll tell you where all that stuff is. But just know that her staff will activate on that ass. And she said she will give you her phone number and anything else that you need. Even though she is keeping other people safe, you can still have that information as well if you would like it. And you bet not pull up, because if you pull up, her staff will fucking activate on you. That's what she said.
I mean, logically, I think anybody in their right mind, you pull up to anybody's residence and your head get put on your lap, that's on you. So some people with the mindset like myself, you show up if you want to, it's not going to end well for you. Some people do have that mindset. Whereas so others who may live alone, who may not have family, who may not have friends, get put in a dangerous situation. Then what?
Nah, but why would you even
I'm not
want
going to be inviting either.
Why would you? That's what I'm saying. Why would you even, if you taking care, if you got youth in your care, foster children, group home children, why would you even put that out there that people could show up? That ain't what she told me. She said that on a clip. I have the clip that actually is on Vigilante's page, whatever the name. Don't get me. Vigilante page, Vigilante. There we go, Vigilante's page. And that's a clip that she said on her own live, that she will give y'all whatever information that y'all want, her phone number, her address, y'all can pull up. But to say that and you take care of children, that is a problem.
So my thing is with that, something's wrong mental. Because when you have other lives that you're responsible for and you're putting them in danger to prove a point, something's mentally off. One, clearly something going on within that you don't even care about your safety, but now you want to endanger the people around you to prove a point. Make it make sense to me.
That could be dangerous too, because that could be used as somebody's in defense in court if they were to arrive. It's like it was an invite. Never specific on what kind of invite, but it was an invite. Mm-hmm. I ain't inviting nobody nowhere.
She was gonna pull up on me, so I meet her at the airport. Let me mute.
Yeah, no, that's like y'all really gotta like process. You is something wrong there.
They said let Diamond hug.
That's not even that person's page. It's a troll page. But respectfully, I'm gonna finish letting the clip play. But so far, we're still talking about the difference of Brenda.
Get up here, boss. Come up here, girl.
So yeah, we're gonna keep listening.
Motherfuckers full of shit. Motherfuckers don't care about no DV. And that's why I said about Manny too. Sitting up here talking about the wick office and food stamps and shit. Y'all was, hey mama, I didn't see him.
You recognize him as what it is. You like, who the fuck is that up there?
Right. Right there.
Haircut, teeth, white, give him the say cheese, motab. He's fucked up.
Mama!
Fuck is you talk about? Wouldn't even think it was.
Mama, you a YN?
Your candy is.
Oh, sorry, y'all, about to smack him. Okay.
Hey, they talking about me, Kelvin, cut it up.
Did she say he a YN?
Let me finish and then I will, y'all.
That's the first thing. The second thing. Any bitch on here that thinks it's appropriate to fucking laugh at my motherfucking situation and key and talk about me and the rearing of my motherfucking children, I don't give a fuck what I say.
So this is what it is. That's what needs to be said. Now, keep on going. That's what you needed. You need to get the truth. That's how you feel. No shade.
So when you break up 80 miles an hour, my kids, I got every right to say whatever the fuck it is I want to say about you and yours.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's not bullshit. This is the real. The other shit was the bullshit.
I purposely did not introduce that girl's situation to this app because I did not think it was a necessity to get my get back.
Correct. Mad Cow and HB did that.
Me. And what motherfuckers thought it was appropriate to laugh about with me.
Mad Cow and HB is the ones who brought it to the app. And I can't even say HB too much. HB just did her one thing, and Mad Cow said it.
Not understanding, I really don't. But let me say it again. I am grown as fuck. If I choose to drop 1,000 tears over this motherfucker, they're mine. And I have every right to motherfucking do so because this is my shit. You don't like it? Scroll.
How you gonna stop somebody motherfucking tears from falling out their motherfucking eyes? Nigger. How are you? Somebody tears.
Oh, that's a bad word.
Yeah. That got dark real fast. So it sounds to me like within AJ's tone, she's exactly what I said it was. When it was being done to her, that energy was not what it was. So just keep it where it's at now. Yeah, let's keep running up them likes.
Clock in. Okay, Montez. Oh, y'all there. Are they talking about me, y'all? Because at one point, let me ask y'all a question. I know they're talking about me. Sorry. Did I ever tell AJ not to cry or draw her tears up? Let's think back to the people that was
Bones being flat, like just.
No, I just want to ask the comments. Did I ever tell AJ?
Yes, you said both of them need to stop crying.
No, I said Mad Cow, don't get your ass up on here crying no more. Specifically, Mad Cow.
You did speak specifically to Mad Cow, but you said.
Yeah, I didn't say AJ. I didn't give it to him. If AJ get up here crying, because I know that's what she do. I said Mad Cow, don't get your ass up here and cry no more. I know what I said. I said Mad Cow.
Say to both of them, but okay.
No, the hell I didn't. I don't care about no damn AJ tears. I said her tears might not have been real, but I never told her not to get up here and not cry no more. I asked a very specific question. I didn't say did I talk about AJ crying. I said did I tell AJ not to get up here and cry no more. I told Mad Cow not to get up here and cry no more. I talked about AJ tears being fake. Q-tip in the comments. Gracias.
Why? Not for me.
Hey, Brady, can I ask you a quick question?
Go ahead.
So this question is for Susu. Susu, how do you feel being AJ's friend, but she was just laughing and disrespecting Brenda about her DV? What's the difference between the two? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't give a fuck what happened to Brenda when she was on my child. Does that answer your question?
So can we take Brenda out of it and just say...
Hold on, please. Here, listen, you gotta.
I didn't bring her in.
This is what we're gonna do. Y'all gonna talk one at a time. Just talk one at a time. Susan, answer then. Y'all mute when she talk. Y'all talk one at a time. Whichever one of y'all want to go ahead.
So you said fuck Brenda. That was the answer to the question?
Yes, precisely.
So how do you feel about women, your friend, talking about DV or making fun, whether you like it or not?
Isn't my friend victim of DV as well? She spoke about it. So what are we talking about?
After you get done asking a question, press the mute button.
Did it matter when motherfuckers was talking about her DV or her homelessness? No.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That happened? Now that's the part of the story I don't recall.
Are you talking about Brenda?
No, AJ. Susu is speaking up saying nobody cared when it was my friend who was in that situation with DV and how she was in her situation. But I do not recall AJ ever mentioning being in that and a circumstance like that. Not one time.
I think she may have.
I
think she may have talked about DV before. I vaguely remember. I don't remember. Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I think that may have been why she left yeah, thanks for the gift. That may have been why she left the husband.
Wait, what?
I think that may have been why she left the husband.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm gonna keep listening though.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, you answered all of my questions. I just feel like it's phony that you're condoning one, but you're not condoning both.
I didn't condone it. Tell me what I condoned.
You just said it was okay because you don't like Brenda.
I didn't say it was okay. I said I don't give a fuck what happens to Brenda. I didn't say it was okay, ma'am.
Okay, well, you have a good day, love. It's still phony as fuck, but, that's your friend. I understand.
You not clock the person who brought the DV out.
Get it back.
So I am very curious. What? So that is the question that's being posed. What makes it different, y'all?
Thank y'all so much. She didn't say she don't care. She just said she don't give a fuck. She doesn't have to give a fuck about somebody for the situation to be serious. All she said, she didn't speak on it. She said, I don't give a fuck because the person spoke on my child. But she's not speaking on her DV. She's basically saying, I don't give a fuck about it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's pretty much what she said, what I heard her say. She didn't speak on the DV. She didn't speak about the DV. She didn't tease the DV. She didn't, and I'm talking about Susu. She didn't say it was right. She just said, I don't care. That ain't got shit to do with me.
And that's
talking about her homelessness? No.
She just said it right there in that part.
Yeah,
That motherfuckers was talking about her DV or her
Well,
homelessness.
I agree. She's speaking on Brenda personally. I don't care about Brenda. She didn't mention anything of the DV situation. It's clear that she's saying, I don't care about you. You spoke about my child. I don't care. It's simple.
And a person doesn't have to care about you or your situation when they don't fuck with you. It doesn't mean they don't care about DV victims. It doesn't mean that they don't care about people being in it, but they don't have to care. We just had that conversation.
Time. Oh my God, I'm on fire. You got a bucket of water. I'm on fire. Oh shit, help.
That's not the no. That's not the same.
No, I'm on fire. You don't care for me, but you got a bucket of water. You don't care for me. Are you going to watch me set on fire, or you going to throw the bucket of water?
Can I answer? What would be the difference is if somebody says Bella caught on fire. Brenda was in a DV, not in a DV now. So she said, I don't care about what happened. So if you got caught on fire and she had no position to help you anyway, she had no position to help Brenda. She was not in a position to help Brenda out of a DV situation. Somebody asked her how she felt about her being in a DV situation. Not that she can help her out of it. Those are two different things. You're basically saying that somebody is not the same. If I can help you out of it, I may help you out of it, but still not give a fuck about you. But if you already got caught on fire, I don't have to speak on it and I don't have to care about it. There's two different scenarios.
Yeah, I want to clear this up. So in the clip, what's up, y'all? It's the Diddler. I was just listening to what you said, what you play back, Belly. Yes. AJ has been vocal about being a DV survivor. Okay. And there have been jabs that have been given to her about that specific situation. So when they came in, when that lady came in and was talking about AJ taking shots at Brenda's DV, right? I said, well, I don't really give a fuck what happens to Brenda because Brenda told me she said something about my unborn child. Basically, my deliverance of my unborn child. Okay? So I said, I don't really give a fuck about Brenda. Okay? I was like, I don't care. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I don't care. Exactly what T-Time just said. What T-Time just said. So your question was, what's the difference? There is no difference. If they made fun of AJ's DV, Brenda's DV's up for grab. Mad Cow's DV's up for grab. That's how this thing goes over here. It's a free-for-all. Do you get what I'm saying? Anything goes. People just say anything. And there are no morals. And what I realized is nobody really, it's the picking or choosing. I did the picking or choosing out loud on that panel right then in that moment. Do you get what I'm saying? People do it in the comments all the time. People do it sneakily. People do it subtly. People do it in narratives. People do it in topics. I just simply pick and chose right then, right there in their face. I don't give a fuck.
Can't do nothing but respect the truth. Truth hurts, but the lies make you mad. So there you have it. So she stood on business again. Once again, gotta give Susu the W. Cause she's standing on business. Full chest. How I'ma argue that?
He gets drunk and talks about people's children, talks about people's DV, talks about people's relationships, and then want to be saying, well, fuck your mammy and fuck this and fuck that. You think people are not going to say something back to you, lady? You know where you're at. You're in the field. Get in the field. That's it.
I think the
Hold
difference.
on. So why do they keep saying that you experienced DV too? Why do I keep seeing
That's a
that?
lie. That I don't know where that came from. Because Rose said she never said that.
No,
And
they were
I've
saying
never
that
experienced
about
DV.
Susu too, though. That her husband or whoever put him.
Nobody has ever put hands on me. No man has ever put hands on me. Ever. So I don't know where that came from. I got a damn good one. Like, I can't relate to that. Okay?
But can we also point out that Brenda is not the one that brought up why y'all talk about my
Correct. It was a supporter. That's my point.
Right. So Brenda's not the one that's saying you could do it to me and I can't. It's other people. Brenda's not playing victim. She's not saying don't talk about me. And I think that's what we got to understand when this stuff happens, when people throw us in it. It's not our sentiments. So Brenda didn't say that. Brenda not playing victim and saying, but y'all talked about me. You know, she's not the one that's bringing that up.
Talking about my brother, I said when I exposed myself, I said, yeah, my brother has a DV charge because he had domestic dispute with his ex-wife. Yes. So I said, if you want to dig anything up, I put my whole family's first and last name out there and said, find what you want to find. But this is what you will find. If that's what they're talking about. But as for me, I've never had hands on me. Ever. And with my brother, there wasn't hands on his wife. It was a domestic dispute. That was all. So anyways, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, yep. And don't agree with everything that happens on this app. She not doing it from a fake page. She not saying it from she ain't do none of that. Like I said, don't agree with everything that happened, but she ain't hiding why she do it. How you gonna argue that? She not putting other people's information out there while concealing hers and hiding the identity of herself. So, yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
Is Susu still in the
You said that the lady.
Okay.
You said that the lady said to get her phone number, and she can give all her information private. No. Mad Cow's information is out there publicly now, so why not give her information out publicly?
No, she was on. If you listen to the video, she was acting like she'd give it to you in the public. That's how she was talking.
Why you would have to ask? You like, listen, my name is blah, blah, blah. Why I gotta ask permission? No,
I agree, but that's she was talking that big talk. If you go to the video on the V page, I still can't pronounce that name. If you go to the video, she says it in the video, like, I'll give you my phone number, I'll tell you where I'm at right now, you know. So she was acting like she'd do that.
Yeah, so why not just do it?
I agree, I'm with you.
Like that. Cause that's one of the main things. Like, you quick to volunteer somebody else's information while concealing yours is wild to me. So if it's like that, then put it all out there.
Is Braid not allowed up here? I'm confused.
Well, just that he was paid to be dropped, unfortunately. So he would have to be paid to come back. That's all. And from the looks of it, let me just take a look. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, damn. My bad. Some of these, I need to turn my notifications on. Let him back. Yeah, the unfortunate. Wait, who did that?
Let me up. Let me stay up here.
Who did that? Yeah, no, they actually paid for T-Time to be dropped. To bring him back is $150. So, yeah, sorry. And Bray, you know I would gladly let you up. The only problem is I'm just simply following the rules. You were dropped, sweetheart. It's not personal. But nonetheless, For the haters, Mocha, Draw Dropper, do y'all have anything that y'all wanted to add?
I was just up here
No, that was it.
I'm okay. You guys got it cleared.
Okay.
I do want to ask, how do you feel about this?
I think I've made myself very clear. It do not feel good pretty much having people that you confide in, trust, to pretty much betray you in that type of way. We're minimizing people being in danger, but unfortunately, we do not know who we sit amongst. And once you put certain information out, you do not know who's in close proximity to you. So it sounds to me like y'all are waiting for someone to get put in harm's way after having their information released. I think that's the only way y'all are going to take the situation seriously. So unfortunately for y'all, I don't see nothing light about it. Anytime I see somebody go through the situation that I've been through, I don't get a laugh or cackle, nothing out of it. I just try to spread awareness to let people know, like, when you get upset with somebody, your first reaction should not be to come to the internet and put them in harm's way. Your first reaction should not want to be, I want you to lose your job, or I want you to lose where you're resting your head, or that's not even a normal response. That's like mentally something's wrong. That's wrong. To even know that children live in a home and still want to put anyone's information out there, something's wrong. There's all type of people who surround us. We don't know who's watching. We don't know who's in these views watching, listening to information that y'all free-handedly put out. But as I always said, the clock ticks down on you all. The clock is running down. Somebody is getting ready to be made an example out of. Whether it be through physical harm or just simply being put behind bars, one of the two things will happen, because that's the only way it ends. We've been here before on another app. Y'all just won't listen to me. Somebody got to get harmed from y'all actions for y'all to take it serious. We recognize the type of audience we are dealing with. It's not in my control. It's out of my hands. But we're just gonna be sitting around waiting for that day to come, because it will. And when it do, there's no need for buyer's remorse. There's no need for the sorrows, because we already seen this coming. So be careful of the information that you put out, because it could definitely be you one day, and you might not get so lucky to be able to walk away from the situation like other people did. Some people, information get put out, come up missing, not heard from ever again. You don't know. Blaze, was there something you wanted to say? Nope. Okay. So with that being said, I think we put in enough overtime for the day. Yeah, absolutely. As always, do the right thing, use your discernment, and most importantly, stay woke.